Hey guys, how are you doing? Casper here with a 10-minute, only 10 minutes, guys, Twitter recap video, just to show you again what I have been posting on X, what I think, and also the stuff that I retweet. Again, I retweet the post from time to time because I think that it has value and it's a good post and a good chart. Again, I only do more or less only do technicals here, no fundamentals, no nothing. So let's dive in to the lovely X. By the way, again, if you want to follow, please do so. Highly appreciate everything that, all the followers that are joining. So let's dive in here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Good. Just released a uranium update where we go through ETFs, spot price ratios, and some of the bigger names. Here we have, by the way, this is a shorter view. Short, this is 5 years. But actually, gold divided by the SPX on the 1 monthly time frame. Gold versus the SPX is now, it should be now here, by the way, peaking above its big 0.5 ratio level. We have already broken the wedge right there. Roughly 3 years of wedging we broke last month. And gold could start a longer term outperformance of the over the general markets, and we are above the big 0.5 here. The triangle high here as well. So let's see how what it can produce. But yeah, it is interesting times because these trends, where all of a sudden gold starts to outperform big time on the long time frames or vice versa, that is rotation, right? Big rotation coming in to gold compared to the SPX once we really start to get some footing here. And then also if it goes into gold, it goes into commodities, it goes into oil, it goes into platinum, it goes into corn, it goes into basically soft commodities and commodities. So that is a good sign, to be honest. Again, this is not technicals, I know, but again, the gold sees its largest 4 week inflow in history, 5 billion. So 5 billion went into the gold ETFs this week here. Here again, 20 stocks with a mix of gold, silver, platinum. Rhodium looks really frisky here. Rhodium, yeah, rhodium. Uranium, again, members can see that. Setups, the targets, the thesis. Again, you can try it out if you want to. Sahara here, again, a guy that I have been following for quite some time. Really, the visuals that he does, I really like the simplicity. Again, that's not a bad thing, by the way. And his fibs here. So SIL, the silver miners, holding the chart. You can see he was still holding above his moving averages here, holding the 150 EMA, the cyan one, coming here flat and headed to the breakpoint. So his breakpoint is right here at this upper green rail, you can say, roughly at around, I think it's like 40, if I'm not mistaken. I think 40 is the big one to break, and then you can start to see his moves there. And if that happens, we see that big surge in the miners. That is also when, well, it's the chicken or the egg. I mean, when the gold to silver ratio drops below roughly 88, that's when the mining sector does this. Not in a straight line, by the way, but that's when the mining sector really starts to put in some heavy lifting. Below 88, by the way, on the gold silver ratio. To keep it short here, I tried to, for the fun of it, just to ask Rock a simple question. There are two major flagpoles on the gold chart since the 1970s. What are those measured moves on a log scale? And again, it had a lot of text as well, a lot of explanation. I just took the result. So for gold, it is roughly 7,000 for the first pole, and then 14 for the second pole. Again, you can see the flagpole here. You can see there. Again, interesting to see that at least I have that 8K target myself. Again, it's just a little bit of fun, a little bit of a giggle, but I think it's quite nice. Pretty funny, actually. And I did the same for silver. You can see here what's the log scale measured move for the 50-year cup and handle in silver. And again, here is the explanation, blah, 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 blah. We go down to here and it says target is 625. I've said 666 before. I mean, that's pretty close. Again, it's just for the fun of it. Take it as you may. I found it really cool. Yeah, again, some uploading here, long-term setups for stocks. You can see there for a lot of silver stocks. I mean, silver stocks, gold stock, they look again ready to pop. They are popping left and right. And yeah, check it out, guys. Again, this is for the members. Some of them hasn't been broken yet. The levels are given, the stop loss is given. The first big target is often given. If it makes, if it is clear, it is right there. You can check it out. So here we have rock bottom entries. Silver miners are breaking out. So this is a line chart on the daily. That is interesting, right? We're having a 6-month head and shoulders here breaking the upside. The first big target is always in this case, the triangle high, but also the high of the left shoulder at roughly 42. So 36 to 42 initially, and then you measure the bottom here to the neckline. You add it from the breakpoint, and I think you're getting like maybe like 46 for this alone. There might be other, fractals and measured moves that triggers once you start to get higher. But really cool. Silver miners, let's go. Let's do it. A new feature in the trading view, seasonality. It was actually Uranium Charts. You can check him out. Who this guy here, who showed me, or I saw his post, and then I asked him how can you do this? He showed it to me, and just to show you how insane, the 1979s were. I mean, from August maybe to like, early the next year, it went from 50 for being 50% up to being up 360%. Again, just completely short squeezing everybody. Again, that is an outlier. That is, wow. Copper here, don't get me wrong with copper. Long term, it looks amazing. I think we're going above $5 easily. And you can see here, copper has reached its first target, the highs of the triangle. Again, triangle high, we tagged. Here we are now having a topping pattern, head and shoulders, right? So if we start to trade below, which I think we did during that day, again, we're triggering a move down to like maybe 4.6. Is that a bad thing? No. I mean, the overall and longer term, by the way, looks really solid still. Again, that is why I say the triangle high, which I like to call it, is often a place where you can take profit if you're trading it shorter term. Or if this was like a 10-year chart, you can take your entire position off at that point in time and just be on the sidelines. Sometimes you dip above and then you hover around a bit. Very rarely do you just slice straight through without any sort of pause or continuation pattern. TLT. The ICS 20-plus year Treasury bond, the TLT, appears to be forming a potential significant bottom at these levels. Once this pattern is confirmed, it could drive interest rates lower in the near term. And my meaning with that is long term, we're talking 10 years out, we will see major higher highs and higher lows. But this could be a period where we are, again, breaking out to the upside here, and rates will go down for a period into the next higher low, right? And from there, we are gonna collapse again, in my opinion. How high will it go? It all depends if it can break that purple trend line, if it can break it. So yeah, interesting. XLF here. Again, I haven't checked the weekly close, but it is it is at very dangerous waters. The XLF is financials in the US, very close to a large breakdown, which we also covered, by the way, since we were at the top of an inclining channel and you had a shorter term wedge going on, and we were breaking down from that, meaning, in my opinion, a big reversal in that chart. And if you own XLF, again, I haven't confirmed it here just yet, you should be worried, in my opinion at least, should be worried that we're going to go for a larger correction in that ETF. The Sprout physical on a regular scale for once. You know, I always use log scale. I think it's far superior than a log scale. But in this case, I switched over just to see, and we actually, what could be, again, these calls like a Livermore accumulation cylinder. If that is the case, we're going to move over 100% over the next 18 months. If that is the case, again, with the whole flag here and the pole, I mean, and by the way, we have the first impulse, second, third major weekly hammer. Yeah, turn around here potentially, guys. I just covered this more in depth as well in the uranium update. Do we have more? Do we have more? I think we will cut it here, guys. So that is all. Again, like all that good stuff, please follow. Again, highly, highly, highly appreciated. And have an amazing day, guys. Amazing day. Cheers. Bye.